So I'm going to go back to Houston a bit, and this is something that your brother Bruce has talked about, and I want to know your opinion on it. Do you believe that Gino Hernandez was Paul Bosch's son?
After watching the Dark Side, and after listening to Gino's mom, no, because Paul had a lady who he later married who looked so similar to Gino's mom. We used to watch. Gino was only a couple years older than me. And we would go every Friday night. Gino was there with his mom, and his mom sat in a special box where all the wrestlers' wives sat and all the girlfriends sat. Well, Paul had a mistress at the time who would come to the matches, and she had red hair. Gino's mom had red hair. They looked very, very familiar. This was where the speculation and rumor came in. And we all thought, Bruce told the story. I think it was Blassie who told him that Paul was Gino's dad. But looking back on it, it makes perfect sense because Valerie, Paul's wife later, and I don't remember Gino's mom, her name, but they look very similar. He was very nice to both. He would go over talk to her, say hello, then he'd come back and talk to Valerie and sit with her when he wasn't taping matches. But I don't now. I never really knew, obviously, but we all thought and speculated that yeah, it was because he treated Gino very, very well, and Gino was a talent, no doubt, and he had the look, he had the size, and he drew money. So it made sense that he took care of Gino better than anybody else, I think, who came from Houston. Uh, so it's possible. That's what we all thought. Why is he taking care of Gino so well? Well, it's because he was talent and he was drawn. Did he have an affection for Gino? No doubt. I think he was very key on Gino and wanted him to succeed. So, but as far as his dad, I don't think so anymore.
No, with Gino, so I really don't know much about him. I could have researched him more, but I thought I'd ask you. So, what
Sure.
was he? He was basically, heading towards the main event scene, and I believe, as the old saying of personal demons got in the way. But tell us a bit more about Gino and how talented he was and anything else.
Well, Gino growing up was always a cocky guy. I mean, he was a cocky guy, no matter if it was wrestling, whatever it was. He just had that air of confidence, and it could be misinterpreted as arrogance. And it was a lot of time. But once he started wrestling, it was evident to everybody that he has something special. The people in Houston watched him grow up as a second, as Paul's assistant, and then as a wrestler, Paul Boesch. And um, his talent and his personality got over so much that everybody wanted to work with him. And he got shots at Harley Race. He got shots at Dusty Rhodes. Again, Mark Lewin, Jose Lothario. He shaved Jose's head the first time they had a hair versus hair match. Everybody just knew. Gino had the blonde hair and it was coming out in those patches. And it was a hair versus hair match. Jose Lothario versus Gino Hernandez. Sold out the Coliseum because they knew Gino was going to get his head shaved. And when Gino beat Jose, it was deafening. Oh my God, people were crazy. So he had that innate ability to make people hate him, to get on your nerves, to just say the right thing, and then go in the ring, get his ass kicked, kick the babyface's ass, win by some skullduggery, whatever it was, and have people leave happy, just excited because he was an exciting guy. Uh, he went over, he became really good friends with Von Erichs, and that's why he stayed there for so long, because he was good friends with Von Erichs, and Chris Adams came in. They formed a great team. And during that time, well, not everybody, but the majority of the boys were playing with fire. And when you play with fire, you're going to get burned. And I think that's what happened to a lot of guys in that time period. But Gino really was one of the more talented guys that I've seen, came across. He was a top guy. He believed he was a top guy. He'd go out and make other top guys earn their respect. He would earn their respect for sure. And then come across as a star. He wore a suit everywhere he went. He looked the part. He was the part. So again, a lot of tragic stuff happened during that era, man. It really, really was. But it was, again, it was that culture. It was that time frame where people were going crazy, and you still had a lot of rock and roll bands, the rock and roll people going crazy out there. That was just, if you were allowed to do it, you did it.
Yeah.
Anything went.
There's more G.G. Allens than One Direction, sort of. Let's use that as an example.